An officer pulls over a driver at night and immediately demands identification. But when the driver asks what crime he has committed, the officer cannot name one. Under the Fourth Amendment, a traffic stop is a seizure, and every seizure must be grounded in reasonable articulable suspicion of criminal activity, not a hunch, not a location, and not a window rolled down. What you are about to watch is a driver who knows exactly where the legal line is, holds it without moving, and forces the officer to either produce a lawful reason or let him go.
Yes.
Do you have a driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
What are you stopping me for?
Go ahead and provide that information. I'll be more than happy to let you know.
Well, you have to have a crime or infraction for me to identify myself, sir.
Okay. Who am I speaking with?
The driver of this car.
Okay. Who is the
What's
driver?
your name and badge
My name
number?
is Officer Snyder.
Officer Snyder. What is the nature of the stop?
I don't want to know why you're driving by me with the window down. I'm not sure what you're doing.
Is that a crime, sir?
Okay.
Is that illegal?
Suspicion. Okay.
Is it a crime? Is that a lawful stop because I drove with my window down?
I gave you the reason for the stop. Who am I speaking with?
The driver of this car.
Okay. Provide your identification.
For what? I didn't commit a crime. Driving with the window down is not unlawful. If that's all you've got, you better get a supervisor out here.
Who am I speaking with?
You don't need to know that. I haven't broken a law.
Where are you headed to tonight?
That's none of your business.
It is some of my business.
It's not your business. It's irrelevant to you.
No, it's not.
Why is it not irrelevant?
This is the third time that I've seen you driving by. When you drive by with your window down and your hand hanging out, saying
Is that against the law?
okay. It raises reasonable suspicion for me to stop you.
Suspicion is not a crime. You've stopped me.
Okay. So who am I speaking with? So I can.
You don't need to know that.
I do need to know that
For what?
to know if you have a reason to be in this area now at this point in time.
Is it illegal to be in this area?
We've had crimes going on in this area. And
Wonderful.
You're a suspicious person in this area.
Okay.
I want to know who I'm speaking with.
Okay, you don't need to know.
Are you the owner of this vehicle?
Unless I've broken a law, I don't have to identify. Now, am I free to leave?
No, you're not at this point. Okay.
What
You-
crime are you stopping me for?
I advise you why you're stopped.
Suspicious is not a crime. When I've done something wrong, then you may stop and detain me.
Are you the owner of this vehicle?
I'm not answering any questions. You let me know when I'm free to go, and if I'm not, you get a supervisor out here who can explain to you that unless I've broken a law, you cannot detain me, and I do not have to identify.
Where are you headed to tonight?
That's none of your business. I already told you I'm not answering questions.
Where are you coming from?
Are you stupid? Obviously you are.
Why do you think that I'm stupid?
You let me know when I'm free to go.
Good. Where are you headed to tonight?
Do you always violate people's rights?
Not violating any rights at this time.
Absolutely you are.
What rights am I violating?
You're unlawfully detaining me. You're violating my Fourth Amendment right to travel freely.
No. So I'm not violating any rights.
I haven't committed a crime.
Okay.
Driving is not illegal. Driving with the window down is not illegal. Driving in this area is not illegal. So until you have a reason, kick rocks. Now, am I going to get that supervisor?
No, I don't find a reason to wake my supervisor up this time.
Well, you don't, but I do.
Okay. Then you can contact me.
Clearly, you have an issue with me driving.
That's my job to.
Your job to stop people unlawfully.
I'm not unlawfully stopping anybody.
You're preventing me from going to my destination.
Where is that? I'd be more than happy to let you continue on your destination.
All right, thank you. Goodbye.
Where's your destination?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, you said goodbye. Am I being detained?
Never once said you were being detained.
Not being detained. All right, for the record, this officer is not detaining me. All right, goodbye.
Officer Snyder conducted a warrantless seizure in violation of the Fourth Amendment to the United States Constitution, which protects individuals against unreasonable stops absent specific, articulable facts supporting suspicion of criminal activity. At no point during this encounter did the officer articulate a single lawful basis for the stop. Driving with a window down and being present in an area are not crimes and do not meet the Terry v. Ohio threshold for reasonable articulable suspicion. In Michigan, which has no stop and identify statute requiring identification outside of a lawful arrest or Terry stop, any driver facing a similar demand has no legal obligation to produce ID until the officer can first state specifically and on the record what crime is being investigated.